Hello and welcome to the Condom and Lubricant Programming chapter of the MSMIT, a tool that offers practical guidance for implementing comprehensive HIV and STI programs for gay, bisexual and other men who have sex with men. This training is brought to you by MSMGF, the Global Forum on Men who have sex with men and HIV. This third module is titled Other Program Considerations, Lubricants, Special Populations, and Monitoring and Evaluation. After completing this module, you should have a basic understanding of 1. Important considerations to keep in mind when planning and implementing lubricant programming. 2. Considerations for young MSM and male sex workers who service men. 3. Program management for condom and lubricant programming. And 4. Monitoring and evaluation of condom and lubricant programs. With these goals in mind, let's begin. We will begin this module by taking a closer look at lubricant programming. As we pointed out in Module 2, lubricants are an essential feature of healthy, empowering and affirming sex lives for many individuals. They also significantly reduce the chance of condom breakage during anal sex, which is one of the main reasons they're so integral to HIV and STI prevention. While many countries have been running condom programs for a long time, lubricant is unfortunately often left out. The primary reason for this is that lubricants are commonly associated with anal sex between men and are therefore highly stigmatized. This means that in many contexts, in order to implement a lubricant program, advocacy is required to reduce stigma. In addition to increased risk for condom breakage, failing to provide lubricants can pose another danger as well. Research shows that in the absence of affordable and accessible condom-compatible lubricants, some individuals are more likely to use other types of lubricant, such as body lotion, soap and cooking oil, which can very easily damage latex condoms and lead to breakage during sex. In order to prevent this, it is imperative that condom-compatible lubricants go together with condoms in every aspect of program planning and facilitation. Lubricants should be made available in tubes, sachets or other convenient packages according to the preference of the community in that locality and in accordance with WHO recommendations. Listed here is an overview of lubricant programming opportunities. Very broadly, they include 1. Advocating for increased lubricant availability. 2. Increasing the accessibility of safe, condom-compatible lubricants. And 3. Educating MSM and providers regarding lubricant use. Given the high degree of stigma associated with lubricants, advocacy at the national and community levels is needed to ensure that affordable condoms and condom-compatible lubricants are made widely available nationally. This can be accomplished through instituting laws and policies that promote condom and lubricant use among MSM. Some examples are listed here. Changing policy is not a simple task. Here you can see some example advocacy activities that can help to improve access to safe, affordable condoms and condom-compatible lubricants. Effective lubricant advocacy involves removing the stigma around lubricant use and asserting the need for lubricants as a critical component of risk reduction for HIV and other STIs, and of pleasurable, healthy sex in general, not just for anal sex. It is crucial to frame the message about increased lubricant access in terms that encompass the needs and concerns of the general population, in order to generate support from a wider range of constituents, policymakers and private sector stakeholders. Take a moment to check your understanding. True or false? A number of household products can be used safely as lubricant substitutes. The answer is false. Body lotion, soap and cooking oil can very easily damage latex condoms and lead to condom breakage during sex. There are two other considerations to keep in mind when planning and implementing condom and lubricant programming for special populations: young MSM and male sex workers who provide services to men. Let's begin by looking in more detail at young gay, bisexual and other men who have sex with men. Like the majority of processes outlined in this toolkit, programming for young men who have sex with men can only be effective if young MSM are involved in program design and execution from the very beginning. This is especially true with young MSM, as the first sexual experience can be complex. Family pressures, social exclusion, and homophobia may compromise their ability to negotiate protected sex with condoms and lubricant. Through focus groups, surveys, and unstructured interviews and meetings, young men who have sex with men can identify their own needs and preferences and shape programs to better address these. Once youth have participated in the initial program planning stages, they should be involved in executing the program as educators, outreach workers, and in day-to-day operations. Wherever possible, after school, part-time and full-time paid positions should be created for young people in condom and lubricant programming. Messages and instructional information should be presented in language and images that reflect the way young people actually express themselves. Beyond simply using youth-friendly language, it is important to provide physical meeting spaces or youth-exclusive drop-in centres in community settings wherever possible. Establishing consistent spaces where young people can safely gather, connect with mentors and community outreach workers, and confidentially access condoms and lubricant in an accepting environment can increase receptivity to condom and lubricant promotion. While safe spaces exclusively for young men who have sex with men and LGBT youth in general are necessary in most environments, it is just as important to ensure that mainstream youth-friendly spaces are inclusive of sexual and gender minorities. Now, let's consider male sex workers who provide services to men. The types of sexual services provided to men by male sex workers vary, and condom and lubricant distribution and promotion programs should take these differences into account and ensure that male sex workers have access to the commodities they need. Male sex workers should be served by community outreach workers who are themselves current or former sex workers in order to maximize understanding, minimize stigma and discrimination, and facilitate sharing ideas between the men and the community outreach workers. Community outreach workers should discuss relevant topics with male sex workers, such as how to negotiate condom and lubricant use with clients, and how to make condom and lubricant use seem sexy. Effective condom and lubricant distribution for male sex workers relies on a harmonized approach to HIV programming among the health, commercial, and judicial sectors. Condoms and lubricants should be widely promoted and available in the commercial sector, particularly in convenience stores, small-scale vendors, and non-traditional outlets near entertainment areas. Most importantly, condoms and lubricant must be available in the locations where commercial sex takes place and where MSM gather to contact one another. When condoms and lubricants are more or less within arm's reach during a commercial sex act, it is much more likely that they will be used. Depicted here are a number of strategies for increasing condom and lubricant use among male sex workers and their clients. They include distributing condoms and lubricant strategically in locations convenient to male sex workers and clients, and to build skills with peer-to-peer education, including condom negotiation methods. We will conclude this module with an overview of condom and lubricant program management, monitoring, and evaluation. Managing condom and lubricant programs requires coordinating across a wide range of stakeholders. Please see the Program Management Systems and Effective HIV/STI Programs for MSM chapter of the MSMIT for an in-depth exploration of this topic. For the purposes of this module, we will present an overview of 5 levels of programming for condom and lubricant programs with example management roles and responsibilities for each. The levels are central, state or province, district or county, municipality and sub-municipality, and frontline workers. Rather than go through each and every role in detail, we will provide an overview of each level. You are encouraged to review each level in more detail later. Please also note that there are a number of activities that occur across all levels. The leadership of the National Condom and Lubricant Programme is situated at the central level. Roles include managing supply chain systems and logistics, conducting regular monitoring and evaluation, and conducting advocacy for the removal of laws that hinder condom and lubricant programming. At the state or province level, roles include management of condom and lubricant supply chains, police education on HIV prevention, and advocacy for supportive laws regarding carrying condoms and lubricants, and implementing media programs to destigmatize condom and lubricant use. At the district or county level, roles include management of condom and lubricant supply chains, and providing staffing and support for commodities distribution to lower levels. At the municipality and sub-municipality level, roles include training frontline workers in condom and lubricant promotion and education, condom and lubricant distribution, as well as advocacy and education. And finally, at the frontline worker level, roles include promoting condom and lubricant, education, distribution and reporting. Evaluating the effectiveness of condom and lubricant promotion and distribution with MSM supplements regular program monitoring. Depicted here are some sample indicators for measurement. Evaluation helps to ascertain whether programs have effectively changed condom and lubricant use by men who have sex with men. Some examples are listed here. While a variety of evaluation methodologies and tools may be used, the most common include routine collection of condom and lubricant distribution and sales data, behavioral surveillance surveys, condom and lubricant coverage surveys, and process evaluations using routine monitoring data. We will not go into much more detail here, as monitoring and evaluation is covered in great depth in the Program Management Systems and Effective HIV/STI Programs for MSM chapter of the MSMIT. Please refer to it for more information on program monitoring and evaluation. Before moving on, please consider the questions presented in this self-check and assess your understanding of the information presented in this module. This fifth module brings us to the end of the Condom and Lubricant Programming chapter of the MSMIT. To review, this module has presented important considerations for lubricant programming and programming among with young MSM and male sex workers who service men. It also presented condom and lubricant program management, monitoring and evaluation. Congratulations, you made it! We encourage you to continue learning and explore the other chapters in this tool.